What's up? It's your girl, Queen Boss Lady, and I'm just back with another real quick spiritual message for you guys. How to know you're dealing with a warlocks. This is one red flag to know that you're dealing with a warlocks. Any opportunity that he has, and even if he doesn't have this opportunity, he will make this opportunity present itself. He is going to put you down in front of the women in his family. Because the women in his family are witches, right? And he is either a full-blown warlocks or a warlocks in training. And a part of their initiation is to get earth angels, get God's people, get light workers, empaths, and play on their top. Play with them spiritually. Very much on the spiritual side, they want to play with you. This is another red flag that you know that you're dealing with a warlocks. They'll tell you they don't know anything about spirituality. They don't know anything about it, and they don't want to talk to you about it. The main major red flag is they're going to put you down in front of these women. They are going to talk down on you in front of these women. It does not matter if nothing is going on, nothing's being said. They will stir up some shit because they have to summon you to their coven, and they have to, like, get you to be like putty in their hands. They have to show off their black magic to their witch coven. So I had this one particular warlocks that I was dating, my child's father, right? And we was just in the kitchen. I was cooking. He was helping me cook. We was making dinner. And we had the music on. We was just having a good time, just cooking, vibing. His phone ring. So, it's his mom. So I just kept cooking. Y'all, my eyelashes is not lashing, but they heal. I'm taking them out for something. Letting them fall off. But, so he talking to his mom. I'm steady cooking and bopping to my little music or whatever. And she's like, "Oh, where are you?" And he said a name that I no longer go by, right? And when he said the name that I no longer go by, I did not tell him that was my name. I told him what my name was, and that's the name I go by. But he called me my middle name. So, off the rip, his mom is like, "Who is that?" I don't, like, when he said it, I was like, I looked at him and I was just like, "Oh, I don't think your mom knows me by that name." And then he was like, "Oh, it's so," and then he said my other name. And then his mom was like, "So why are you calling her that?" And then he was like, "Oh, people, they think they can just, do a lot of dirt with their name and then change it. People be running from their past and stuff, and they be running from things that they did." Baby, when I tell you it took, this was, when I didn't know anything about witches and warlocks. So when I tell you, I had to tell myself, "Hey, put the knife down. Stop cutting the onions." No. Keep cutting the onions. I had to tell myself, keep cutting them onions. Don't cut him, but just, keep cutting the onions. And I looked and I said, "No, that is not why I don't go by my middle name." No, I said, "No, that is not why I don't go by my first name." and I go by my middle name. That's not why. I'm not running from my past. I'm not hiding anything. So I don't know where this energy or where this animosity is coming from. And then he was like, yeah, Mom, you know, people be shamed about what they did in their past and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know where you getting this information from. But I said, bitch, you and your mama can fucking Google me, bitch. And I don't give a fuck what Google say about me, bitch. Like, I went in on him, y'all. I went in on him. And I just threw his mama in the mix because I just felt like, you know, he trying to put on for you in the first place so both of y'all can sit up and fucking Google me. Like, I no longer go by my first name. I go by my middle name because God told me to. And that's another thing with how you know you're dealing with a witch or a warlocks. God will give you specific instructions. And they will hate the fuck out of these specific instructions that God gave you to do. God told me specifically, don't go by your first name anymore. Go by your second name anymore. Don't go by your first name anymore. Go by your second name. And so that's what I did. On all of my paperwork, I changed. And both of these are my name. My first name and my middle name. They're mine. You get what I'm saying? They're on my birth certificate. They're on my social security card. They have it makes them foam out the mouth when you are so obedient. Because the one that they serve, they don't have to be, well, at least they think they don't have to be obedient to the devil, but they do. They do. So it just grinds their motherfucking gears when you have instructions from God himself and you go along with those instructions. You see how, you know, and this is another red flag, how you know you're dealing with a warlocks. Anything that God tell you to do, they're going to make a mockery out of it. They're going to make a problem out of it. You get what I'm saying? God just told me, don't go by your first name anymore. That name, it don't fit you. Your middle name fits you. I want you to go by your middle name from here on out. So that's what I did. This warlocks done made up a whole, and that's how you know you're dealing with a warlocks, baby. They have an imagination like no other, but it's all fucking dark and wicked and low vibrational. He never asked me, like, why don't you go by your first name? Why do you go by your middle name? Because I would have told him what I was told. God just told me to go by my middle name and not my first name no more. So I changed my name. I changed my first name to my middle name. Everybody in my family fucking clowned. When I first did it, every one of these witches and warlocks, they clowned. They foamed out the mouth. My brother told me that I could not do that. That was not acceptable. Oh, you know what I just heard? Because they put so much spells and so much witchcraft on that first name. Wow. That's why God said you're not that person anymore. Because they chained and bound that person and gagged that person. That's why I'm not that person no more. They did so many like jar spells with that name on it. They spreaded that name through the community like wildfire, with hindering spirits. I just heard humiliation ritual. So they did so many humiliation rituals with that name. A lot of it I didn't even hear. God protected it from me. A lot of the things that was said, God was telling me what they were saying. But yeah, he made up a whole story about why I go by my middle name. Oh, people be running from their past, and people be, so they change their name. I said, what past am I running from? What past am I running from? I have not ran anywhere. I haven't even jogged unless I'm working out. So I don't. Anything you want to know about me, you just ask. You get what I'm saying? And I remember one day, and everything is a setup with these people. Nothing is real. Nothing is genuine. Every question, everything they do is a setup. This man literally, and this is the same man that told me, I don't want to hear anything about your past. I don't need to know anything about your past. Because there was one specific thing in my past that I felt like if me and him was going to move forward, that he needed to know. And so when I was like, I just need to tell you, about my past or whatever, because I'm just open like that. I'm not hiding nothing. He did not like that. Because one thing about these warlocks, they cannot communicate. Their communication skills suck. Okay? Their shit is on like a cap. They can't speak past like baby talk. They know yes, no, hell, fuck, cuss, but they don't know anything past those words. They can only speak like baby talk, baby language. They can't get in a classroom with college students and hold a conversation and communicate through a full sentence with college students. They cannot do this, and I know this because I've been in the room with these men when they speak to people with bachelor's degrees and master's degrees, when we go to doctor's appointments and they like oh no, and they cannot talk because they used to speaking to low-level bitches that they like, yeah, what the fuck up? What's up, nigga? Yeah, that's how they talk. When you go into a doctor's office, you have to be like, good afternoon, how are you doing today? They don't know how to say that. They don't know how to speak that language. They absolutely don't. They may play like they do. They may watch you and pick up a few words, but they do not know how to speak like on a 5th grade level, on a 6th grade level. As far as communication skills, they don't have any. So I'm like, you don't want to hear about my past, but yet you want to make up what my past is about. You denied me telling you about my past only to turn around and use it against me. Now I changed my name and I'm running. Where have I ran? At this time I was still living in the city that I was born and raised in. So I'm like, where have I ran? Where have I gone? Just a trick. Want me to feel uncomfortable about what God told me to do. But this is what they will do. And that's why at the time I didn't know a lot about witches and warlocks, but I just threw his mama in the mix because I was getting this energy of like, you trying to put on for her, you trying to, impress her. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, child. I'm glad I found my way out of that. I used to pray every day, like, God, I do not know what I got myself into. I will not fuck with hood niggas no more. I will not fuck with street niggas no more if you just get me out of this. That was the worst fucking street nigga I ever, and he wasn't even no street nigga. He was out the fucking gutter nigga. Like, he climbed out the fucking gutter of the street. Like, he's not from the streets, because he's from the gutter of the streets. Like, And I didn't know he was a warlock. I just really thought that, and this is another download that I received. Why is it that these warlocks, they already, they no offense, okay, no offense, because y'all all know the deal. Y'all all know the deal, and y'all all know the drill. If you don't, go back and watch the videos, right? These niggas be in ESC classes, slow classes. They have depression. They have all these mental illnesses going on within themselves, right? And then they got a nerve to be evil. Nigga, you is mentally unbalanced, and you gonna try to put evil on top of that? And then this is what it sounds like when they try to do something. Your mom asks you a simple question. Oh, son, where you at? Oh, I'm at Sarah's house. Sarah? Who is Sarah? Because he did not introduce me as Sarah. He did not introduce, at this time, me and him had been dating for like a month or 2 months. So his family knows me by this name. And only this name. So today, just out the blue, oh, I'm at Sarah's house. Who is Sarah? His mama like, who is Sarah? Oh, such and such. Okay, but why are you calling her that? Because she changed her name because she running from her past. You know, people be doing all kind of stuff in their past and then they want to change their name. I'm just like, you ain't scared to talk to me like that? You ain't scared to talk to me like that? So yeah, you guys. Hey. Yeah, let me get up off of here. The cats just brought me a little good babies. Good babies. Yes, these warlocks, these are the red flags that you dealing with. One, they gonna do it. They gonna do it. It doesn't matter how bright the sun is shining. Y'all could be having the best day ever. I'm talking about just everything is good, like just everything the whole day. Let them witches call. Let them witches call. And they gonna drop you like some nuts. Like how they drop they nuts. They gonna drop your ass like because they got to impress these witches. They got to, because see, these witch bitches ain't got nothing on you. So the game plan is, and they're already so insecure. So the game plan is, let me take this high value woman and degrade her and devour her in front of a bitch that I know ain't shit. In front of a bitch that abused me. My baby daddy literally told me his mama abused him, used to beat him for no reason, used to leave him in the house by himself. But now this is the same bitch that you want to impress. You want to put me down to impress her because you still, in your sick, twisted mind, you want to be accepted by the same person that abused you, because that's what mental illness is. These people want to be accepted by the same people that abuse them. That's how you know when an abuser is lying. Because when you're really abused, you go back to your abuser. You want to go back. You don't want to be let loose. It's scary to be turned loose. Another person might do you worse. You're used to it. So anybody getting away and staying away, that's because you was the abuser. You was the abuser. And that is so strange, but that's how you know you're dealing with a warlocks. They want to be accepted in this coven so bad, and these are the things that they have to do to be accepted. by females that abused them, used them, mistreated them, let their boyfriends do whatever to them. They did whatever to them. But yet these men grow up, they never heal from it, they never learn from it, they never grow from it, they never prosper from it. And these are the same women that they want to impress. You want to impress a sicko that ruined your childhood, took your manhood from you, left you with nothing, left you in the house with sardines and crackers 3 and 4 days at a time? This is the same woman that you want to impress her by breaking a good woman down that you wish you had at the time for a mother? This is why these men turn into warlocks. Because they want to so desperately impress their abusers, their witch mothers. Their mothers have say-so over who they date. Oh, no, she ain't the one. Oh, da-da-da. Oh, no. Oh. I just heard ain't nobody trying to impress me because I ain't the abuser. But they somewhere with their abusive dad trying to, hey, look at me. I can be just as evil as you. And that's all it is. They want to show these witch bitches, look, I can be just as evil as you. Look, I can get somebody that's perfectly fine, just like I was perfectly fine. I was perfectly a good child, right? And you broke me down, right? You talk crap about me. You embarrassed me. You humiliated me. You did all this to me. I had to call this man daddy, that man daddy, this daddy. I don't know who my daddy. And then the nigga didn't treat me like he was my daddy. I can do the same thing. I can show you. I can be a good boy. I can be just as evil as you, Mom. I'm telling you. This is not good. Like, you already got mental health issues. You already are crazy. You already is an unstable creature. You already, and these men that are warlocks in 2014. This is when one of them became a warlock then. Oh! Y'all, 2014 is when I was dating this guy. Okay, so that's why I said that. But in today's time, 2024, it's like, y'all need to be worrying about y'all mental health and getting that at least kind of stable. It's like these niggas, they have fucking PSD. You do this and they'll get up and they be like, fuck. They got PSD, PSI, STDs, STIs. They got all kind of shit going on. Mental health issues, incest issues, traumatized, trauma, but yet they want to be a warlocks. And they want to put a warlocks on top of that. They want to put doing magic on top of, they not even stable enough. These niggas have Tourette's syndrome. They will have outbursts. They will tell you some shit that you did not even just tell them. They will repeat something that you didn't even just say. They go through illusions, and they want to put on all that shit they got going on, drugs and doing magic. Well, it's 2014. I keep saying it's 2014. But this is when this all happened. So it's something important to you as well, that something happened in 2014. Probably had an encounter with the warlocks too as well, and didn't know at the time what these creatures was. You knew that they was odd though, cause I knew he was. I'm like, it's something you is, but I can't put my finger on it. You ain't human though. You ain't something though. Yeah, he's a human. He's a human fucking of the being. You know, and those the ones, them the ones, humans of the beings. I don't know. Y'all, today is a beautiful day. It's about to storm. It's Friday. Come get your car wash today. I don't know why I want to say that, so maybe somebody's gonna pull up through the car wash. You know, go on get your baby detail. Go on get her smelling good, feeling good. Go on get the tires, them 20s. I mean, them 10s, but you keep them clean though. You keep them clean though. You know what I'm saying? It's about to storm, so it's gonna mess up your good wash, but it's okay though. It's okay though. It's Friday. We still gotta move and groove like a Friday zoo. But it's about to storm, and I'm about to enjoy this storm. I love when it rains. I love when God brings that thunder. And I just pray that on this blessed, beautiful Friday that you and your loved ones or people that love you and respect you and honor you and cherish you are surrounded by you and you're surrounded by them. I pray that God open doors that no man can shut or stop or hinder in your life, because we are all prospering and we're all rising and we're all excelling in life by getting this truth out, healing. So, take that outside. Let me go.